Hey, so today I just want to talk about the idea of giving up. And don't worry, this is not one of those videos where I'm like, yeah, keep going, you can do it. It's not like some sort of motivational video. It's not one of those videos. This video is about the straight, hard fact when it comes to learning a new language. And basically what happens, especially right at the beginning, when you start to learn, you get that feeling where it's like it's really hard and you feel like you have to really concentrate just to like learn the basics. And a lot of people give up at this stage, but that is the worst thing you can do, because the fact that it feels hard for your brain, the fact that it feels like you have to really push yourself to do it, that's a good thing, because that shows that your brain is really making those adjustments so it can start to really think and process information in this new language. I was talking to one of my friends today, and she was saying, oh, Tab, it's so hard. I tried learning Chinese, but then it was just so hard and I just couldn't do it. But that's the worst thing she could have done. That's the absolute worst thing she could have done, because the fact that she felt like it was getting hard and she couldn't really do anything, she couldn't focus, that's a really good thing, because in that situation there were 3 things you can do. The first thing is keep going. Don't stop, just keep going. If you feel like, oh, it's so hard, I can't understand what's happening here, all these new words and new vocabulary, just keep going, keep pushing through it. And sometimes you'll be surprised, because if you keep pushing through it, eventually the pieces start to come together, and then after a few minutes you start to understand what's happening, what's on this page. And this idea of just pushing through it, it works really well. That's the first thing. The second thing you can do is you can either just go away, do something else, and then come back later. You've had time to just sort of like de-stress, think about something else, and then come back and refocus on this thing. So that could be, you could go for a walk, come back, or you could maybe watch TV, or just do something else that's completely unrelated, then come back, open a book, keep studying, learn that language, and then boom, you're gonna see it'll be much better. But don't give up. The third thing you can do, and I think this is the best thing you can do, the best thing you can do is go to sleep. Because when you sleep, your mind rearranges the things that you've learned and puts them in a way that makes it much easier for you to recall from your memory when you wake up. And there have been studies around this where they take a group of people, then they get them to learn new information, and if they go to sleep right after that, when they wake up, they're much better at remembering what they learned. So that's why going to sleep is such a good idea. As long as you stick with this, as long as you're consistent, then you will start to see results. And it's not just like you do it for one day, or you just do it once and then boom, suddenly everything's gonna make sense. That can happen sometimes, especially when you're learning a language. You might learn things for a while and then things kind of like make sense, but then suddenly one day you make a big jump. That can happen. It can happen, but don't expect it to happen like that. You have to stick with it, be consistent. As long as you're consistent, then one, you will see consistent growth and you see yourself develop and make progress over time, but also you increase the chances of having one of those days where you suddenly go like this and you make big progress. And no matter what language you're speaking, even if it's Chinese, 如果是中文或者另外的语言，你什么都可以，你只要坚持，每天就做一点一点 just do a little bit every day， 然后你就发现你已经成功了。 Then you see that, boom, it's easier than you thought. But just don't give up. That is the worst thing you can do. Okay guys, I promise, do this and you will see results.